My name is David Fleming from Disciples United, and we are studying Gems in John. And this is going to be the very last video of this series, but I have so thoroughly enjoyed studying the Gospel of John with you. And if you've enjoyed this Bible study, I believe that you will really enjoy one of the books that I've written, Spirit-Filled Discipleship. This is the third book of the series, and it's called How God Reveals Christ-Like Disciples. Now, the first book in the series is How God Calls Christ-Like Disciples. Then the second book deals with how God prepares Christ-like disciples. And then this book talks about how Christ reveals Christ-like disciples. So if you are really interested in living the life of an effective, fruitful disciple, then get my series, Spirit-Filled Discipleship. It'll be a great help to you. Now let's get started in our Bible study today. Now, Jesus has been having a one-on-one conversation with Peter, and he's been telling Peter some very important things about our expression of our love for Jesus has a lot to do with how we treat other people. And so he's been telling Peter, I'm going to be giving you responsibility to feed my sheep, to take care of my sheep. And by doing that, that is going to be one of the ways that you are going to express your love for me. But then he tells Peter, when you are old, you're going to stretch out your hands, and someone else will dress you and lead you to where you do not want to go. Jesus said this to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. Then he said to him, follow me. So what is Jesus teaching Peter? Even if it leads you to places you don't want to go, you follow me. That's the faith walk, y'all. When we put our faith in Jesus, by faith, we follow him, even if it means that he's going to lead us in places that we don't want to go. Let me read to you what happens right after that. We find it in John chapter 21, starting with verse 20. Peter turned and saw that the disciple whom Jesus loved, which is talking about John, the writer of the gospel, was following them. This was the one who had leaned back against Jesus at the supper and had said, Lord, who is going to betray you? When Peter saw him, he asked, Lord, what about him? What about John? Peter was talking about, Lord, are you going to be leading John in places that he doesn't want to go? Is he going to have to follow you in difficult circumstances? And that's what Jesus is telling us here. He's saying, Peter, you focus on what I'm telling you to do. Don't put all your concern and all your focus on what I want other people to do. You take care of you. And that's a lesson that we really need to learn. If we would quit comparing ourselves and our situation with what we think Jesus is doing in other people, we would just be so much better for it. Yes, Jesus is at times going to call you to follow him in situations that you wouldn't have taken yourself into. But you're going there because you're following Jesus. And if you look at other people and say, well, Lord, you're not calling them to do this. How come you're calling me to do this? Then you're going to miss the Lord. You're going to miss what he wants you to do. Quit comparing yourself to everybody else. Fix your eyes on Jesus and follow him. That is the lesson that John's gospel ends with when he tells Peter, follow me. And my friends, let's do exactly that. By faith, let's fix our eyes on Jesus and let's follow him no matter what the cost. It's going to be great. It's going to be victorious. It's not necessarily going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And thank you for joining with me in this series called Gems in John. And watch out for my next series. It's going to be a good one. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye now.